Welcome back, everyone. Owning a home is part of the American dream, but is that dream coming at too high of a cost in Corpus Christi? Tonight, Chris 6 News reporter Nikhila Pradier tells us more about the housing outlook. It's part of our series, Where Do We Go From Here?
Paulo, over the last decade, home prices are increasing at a much higher rate than household incomes, and it's making the Corpus Christi area an unaffordable place to live, whether you rent or own. Experts say it will take teamwork from leaders in the public and private sectors to reverse this trend in the decades to come.
It's a need that all of council has acknowledged, and we've acknowledged.
That need is more affordable housing in Corpus Christi.
Affordable housing is not Section 8. It's not government subsidized housing. It's just housing that is affordable, similar to health care that is affordable.
Meaning home prices are reflective of average household incomes in a specific market. Here in Corpus Christi, that figure is $51,500.
So if you take 3 times that income, that would mean you'd have an affordable home, which is about $150,000.
But according to the Corpus Christi Association of Realtors, the average home price is now hovering around $200,000. That's up more than $56,000 in the past decade, and those prices are increasing at a rate about 3 times higher than the median household income during that same time span. And Association President and CEO Richard Troop says the proof is in the inventory of affordable housing, really the lack thereof.
Today in Corpus Christi, we only have 81 homes out of our 1,400 for sale that are under $150,000. That's with at least 3 bedrooms.
The city's Housing and Community Development Department works year-round to assist potential home buyers with low and moderate incomes. Director Rudy Bentoncourt says the current market makes it tough for his staff to meet that demand.
Anyone building a house more than 150 is just not going to qualify for our programs, and that's not affordable for the folks that meet those income guidelines.
But he says his office has programs that are trying to spark construction and build up the inventory of affordable housing both now and in the future. One recently approved by HUD offers home buyers up to $20,000 in down payment assistance for new construction.
And so, for example, a house is $150,000. They qualify for these programs with those income guidelines. Then the home, that knocks off $20,000. So now the home is $130,000. So now that meets our client that walks in the door for a brand new home.
Another program helps with development costs. It allows lots owned by the city to be transferred to nonprofits or other interested builders for the construction of an affordable home.
The good part of that program, or that concept, is that it knocks down the price of the lot.
This is one of 3 lots that was transferred just over a week ago to a nonprofit called the Community Development Corporation of Brownsville. As part of its agreement with the city, the group must build affordable homes at this location and the others within 2 years. If it doesn't, the lots will be transferred back to city ownership. Bentoncourt says the city's partners also need to include those on the business side of home building, and the Association of Realtors agrees, especially when it comes to making sure that families get a fair shot at ownership.
One of the problems we have is anytime an affordable house in somewhat of a livable condition becomes available on the market, the investors buy it for cash and then rent it out to the people that don't have the opportunity to buy those homes. And so if we're able to protect the inventory for the first-time home buyers and the family that need it, I think that would give us a good start.
Board Chairman Brian Johnson hopes that the teamwork will also lead to creative new ideas to boost affordable housing over the next 10 to 20 years.
We need to look to the future. We need to open our arms and our hearts and be open to something new. Because what we've been doing down here for the last 15 years is just not working.
Richard Troop believes that the future of affordable housing in our region boils down to one key factor.
The first thing we need to do as a community is we need to make housing the #1 priority. We always talk about economic development, which is great. We were #1 in job creation a couple years ago here in the Coastal Bend. But when we bring more people into our area for these jobs, they simply don't have anywhere to live.
And experts say the affordable inventory for renters should also be a future priority. And that's because more than half of local residents don't own homes. That makes us what's called a rental-only market. And those average prices are also higher than a lot of other cities in Texas, including San Antonio.